Good morning! Get your... Y'all ready? Previously on KIMBA TV. If you want me to kind of just give you the answer, I'm looking at the 0.75 if you're somebody that is looking to chase along. The reason why is because I looked at volume profile and we looked at the previous value area high, so that's an amazing place. Obviously, it's also a level where the sub-range point of control. So like, look at this. That's crazy, right? Coinbase 5-minute candles, the way that they're reacting to these levels. And you know that we've had these levels. So just take a look, Shays. Look at the way that the levels are reacting, right? So we just talked about a failed auction, which is really the last hope for bears, right? But what I would really be more interested, instead of like, you know, thinking about shorting or anything like that, is the potential bullish retest of the value area high. That's it. And I got filled at the Bugatti. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Thursday, y'all. Action YouTube, make sure you're caught up on a day like today. What are we supposed to do? We're rolling a giant blunt. We're getting a lot of coffee. We're going to sit back, relax, and we're going to count the profits. We're going to do some Scrooge McDuck type of shit. I'm going to put on my swimsuit, and I'm going to just dive into my pool full of coins. You dig? Right? Preparation, meeting opportunity. That's how we juice. We prepare for this shit for about a couple weeks. You know, there's nothing to do on a day like today. We already got pixel perfect bottom, ladies and gentlemen, and now we're going to juice the fuck up. All right? Can we try to get 4 to 5 mil? If we can get to 130, the longs are going to net us about 4 mil. So it's been a wild ride, but that juice, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get that generational juice today. All right, or can juicing off of this shit. What was that question? Vishal is asking Kimba, what do you think of the NFP data? We got greater than expected, so Fed may not reduce the interest rate. Opposite. Well, yeah, no, the Fed might not, but economy is doing great. Right? NFP data basically means economy is doing great, so it's extremely bullish. All right? But we already fucking knew that, though. You know what I mean? The news just helps us, but we already knew this shit, right? We already knew for a very long time we're going to make all-time highs, so. Grim says VWAP nicely lining up with yellow line. Yeah, I would still be looking for, like, back here, though. Like right there. I mean, it's still the same thing that we talked about yesterday. It's a you got to lose it, or it doesn't really matter what happens, but you got to reclaim it. You can't like just kind of stick around and build value. It's got to be a quick reaction. Remember, July 4th tomorrow, it's going to be a 3-day holiday weekend. Let's get those fireworks started, shall we? Fred says, yes, sir. Besides the long of 105, do you also have long-term ones, like since 80K or so? Oh, yeah. Yeah, just watch the highlights from where I have, maybe my lowest is 78? Or no. 88. The 88 one is only 28 Bitcoins. So my average, I would say, is around 90, 91. Yeah, I wish I had this 78, but fuck that up. Huskier says, I mean, I'm looking down only because July 9th, we got the tariff implementation. Sure. Yep. Just wait for the SFP then. If you want to short, like wait for the 111 clean, I guess. Right? So, yeah, if you want to short, you have an easy level up there. If you can, you should be able to look at shit like this and say, okay, it's kind of bearish. Okay, it's not bearish. Oh, it's bullish. Oh, it's not bullish. Otherwise, you're going to be and hoping that you're right every single time. That's nuts. So you should be able to tell me what a CVD be able to look at open interest and tell me if it's bullish or bearish. You should be able to tell me if the structure is bullish or bearish. And I mean, even if you don't know how to read Bugammas, all you had to do was rewind and get caught up so you have all of the Bugammas to the upside with me. So I probably wouldn't short until at least S&P hits 62.85, right? I mean, let's get at least all of the volume. So 62.85, and then S&P or Bitcoin, I said could be 111 is probably like the confluence. And then if S&P doesn't reject at 62.85, 63.05 is going to probably confluence with the all-time high level. All right, not that hard. Just read the data, man. Giovanni says everyone is long. Yeah, I think we're all long from like 105. Yeah. But if you want to short, as long as you can articulate to me all of the bearish edge, then you're fine. Right? But if you're taking a long or a short and you can't list all of the bullish edge and all the bearish edge, you need to slap yourself, you know, close all your trades and log out because you're just gambling. Just do the right thing. That's all you have to do. If you have bearish edge that you know is reliable, then go ahead and short. But if you don't and you're shorting, then you deserve to lose it. Right? Remember, the markets exist to move money from people that don't deserve it and give it to people that do. It's called capital reallocation. So, I mean, if that's the whole point of the markets existing, you better fucking know what you're doing. Otherwise, you're just signing up to give it away. Would it be a good idea to take a scalp short at 110, 111 if the edge presents itself? 100%. I mean, I think like a 111 SFP would be a dead giveaway, especially if S&P starts to cool down. So yeah, if we go to 62.85 on S&P and we start to see a little bit of like selling pressure coming in or the buying pressure dropping off, then yeah, like we would see this start to pull back. So if the buying pressure comes down, if the selling pressure starts to rise, then yeah. And if it's an SFP, yeah, I would probably consider S&P to cool down if the whole buying pressure changes structure somewhere. If I see like a lower low and like a lower high, that would be good enough for the S&P confluence anyway. So structure, S&P confluence, maybe we get a little bit of a squeeze. Yeah, that would be probably good enough at the 111. But just be careful. We're going to, you know that it's going to be an epic ass short squeeze, right, Shaman? So just understand that the higher up that we go, you're lining yourself up right there with stop losses that are stacked. So it's going to be a nice little squeeze, as you know we've been talking about for the last 2 weeks. So all right, be careful. The one thing that might help you, Shaman, with your head short is that we're going to be going into a 3-day holiday weekend. Most of my friends that were on Wall Street, it's 10:30 in New York. You know, they have 11:45, 12:30, 1:30 reservations at the Four Seasons restaurant, and then they're not even going to head back to the office. They're taking off for the Hamptons. I have one buddy, he's already in his chopper heading to the Hamptons right now. So the volume is going to significantly die off. Obviously, RTH. CME is going to have holiday hours, I think. But yeah, that could be the one thing that might be able to help you for like a $2,000, $3,000 pullback, Shaman. Maybe you get into like the 108s for a bullish retest of value area high. So volume should die off. And so that might help you get a pullback to like the value area high, like a bullish retest. Right. And then on Monday or Tuesday next week, when we come back, we can put in the week low and then we can start pumping again. All right. So keep an eye on the volume. It's supposed to be really low volume. So if you are in a short and you start to see meaningful volume come in with longs opening, I would get out of the short over the weekend. It's probably going to be a pump. Okay. It's supposed to be low volume over the weekend. So make sure that you're aware of that and kind of adjust accordingly, because if you see it pumping and you see volume coming in, that's bullish. Mandalo says CME futures run until 1 p.m. New York time tomorrow. Okay, there we go. So CME will be running until 1 o'clock New York time tomorrow. Let's get juicy with it. Let's get juicy with it, Lions. Who juice? Can I get a kachaya? Zerniat. And you know the thing is, Zerniat, a lot of this stuff isn't really like insight or like some sort of brilliant thought that I randomly have. It's just reminders of what we've seen in the past. We've been through, this is our fourth 4th of July. You know, I've been doing this for 4 years now. This is our 4th year. So we've seen, you know, 3 4th of Julys already together through different economic market conditions. So yeah, just trying to remember all the, you know, goofy shit that we've seen together in the preparing. Yeah. But enjoy your 3-day holiday weekend, Lions. I'm going to be here tomorrow. What about you guys? I will be here. We have a really special stream tomorrow. You do not want to miss it. Exclamation talent show, exclamation game show, exclamation, is it nerd out? Is it exclamation nerd out? It's exclamation nerd out, I think. Exclamation talent show, game show, exclamation nerd out. Chabby, love you, big dog. Man, we've been through some shit. Yo, can you imagine if we get up into 130s? Chabby? Fuck, man. We've been through some shit. Hey, you know what though, Chabs? You know what I'm thinking about doing? Altcoin Nerd Out this Saturday morning. Would you be there? Because I don't know about you, but I'm going to start getting nasty. Is there anything you want to look at, Chabs, instead of like in terms of like altcoins, bruh? Because I mean, obviously, you know that I'm keeping my eye on the ETH BTC, right? We got ETH. Look at this. It's going to get real interesting. Sol. All right. So the tank, and then the tank. So structure still looks good. Obviously, we have the value lines. So make sure you keep an eye on the value. Cardano. Ass. Ape. Not bad. AR, ass. Adam, ass. Big time, ass. BNB, ass. Brett, might as well be called Ron, ass. C-Pool, ass. Crow, ass. CRV, actually not doing too bad. Holding where it should. Doge, we're not even going to talk about it. Dot, ass. Fartcoin, overperforming. FET, overperforming. Goat, ass. GRT, ass. Heart, ass. Hype, overperforming. Inge, mid. Jasmine, ass. Link, ass. Near, ass. Not going nowhere. Ondu, ass. Peanut, ass. Popcat, ass. Rune, ass. Sand, ass. Shiba, ass. Sui, overperforming. Pixel perfect too. Tau, ass. This could get interesting, but yeah, still ass. A little bit overperforming. Ass. Performing. Overperforming. Mr. No Money says, need to leave now. Thank you, Kimba. Mr. Mo Money says, will there be other giveaways? Yeah, I'm going to do a giveaway in about an hour, Mr. No Money. But I'm going to do a giveaway today. I'll do a giveaway tomorrow. I might even do a giveaway on Saturday. And I will for sure be doing giveaways every day next week. So don't even worry about it, Mr. No Money. You get out of here. Go enjoy your 3-day holiday weekend. All right? I would be pissed if you stuck around just for the giveaway. There's no point in doing that. I'll make sure that I got you. So, yeah, go. Enjoy your 3-day holiday weekend, my guy. I'm not going to die defending a trade for a 3-day holiday weekend. I'm not going to die on a hill trying to defend a lower. Like, I think the SFP of 111 or the like failed auction or a structure change or a trident at 108 are the two most obvious levels where you could scalp long or scalp short. Yeah, but you know, RTH is gonna, or I guess it already did, but yeah, I would, if you really want, the most attractive thing would be to wait until RTH. Yeah. You should be more concerned about not losing any money this weekend than trying to get lucky and make money. I hope that makes sense. Some people are more concerned about not missing out than to protect what they have, I think, which is kind of like that first sign of like that gambling mentality, like the immaturity about not being able to understand the math. So you're a bodyguard for your capital. You're not a sniper going out there trying to kill shit this weekend. Make sense? So it's got to look really good, Dimitri. SFP of 110, 111 is probably okay. My entry is going to probably be 110.9 or 111.40. And it's taking 3 hours, ladies and gentlemen, but we are witnessing the 7505 golden pocket retest. Is this going to hold or is it not? Isn't this crazy? I can draw it in 3 seconds, but it takes 3 hours for it to play out. Zero says, what's the open the gates level? Well, it's for CME, but 110795. Vegan Beef says, I signed up on BLOFIN in the dashboard. Awesome. Let's go. Let's go. You should win. And if you don't win today, then you should win tomorrow. Yeah, what I'm thinking is we'll do $1 today. And then maybe on Saturday, we'll do like altcoin nerd out and then like a $4,000 giveaway on Saturday. It was either do a $4,000 giveaway today and a $3,000 one on Saturday or vice versa. So maybe we'll reward the people that are there on Saturday. Yeah, I can't wait. And then we've got the game show. The game show is sick as fuck. And I think it's $250 prize pool for the talent show. $1,000 for the game show, and then I'm sure Mandela will have a little bit of a giveaway thing too. So, all right. Hasta la vista. Happy Thursday. Vegan says, I'm going to wait till Monday to focus. Okay. But there's nothing wrong with an SFP right here too. That's probably going to be a really interesting opportunity for a short, especially since it looks like a 3 drives. So, and even if you did get the short at like the 111 SFP, dude, put that stop loss at break even. You know, do not die on a hill on a trade over the 3-day holiday weekend, right? That just kind of sounds silly. So there's no reason to do that. So enjoy, have fun with it. I'll probably I'm gonna take it, Vegan Beef. If it's an SFP up there and the div holds, I'm gonna take it. So either I'm going to have like $111,040 entry, or it'll be like 110,950, or it'll be 110 like 850, you know, but it's going to be a you know what I mean? Like a So it's structure, you know, tuck, get above. I don't care how high you go, tuck back below that 110.8 to get 110.850. Stop loss is the higher high. So, all right. And then on 5-minute structure change, I would put my stop loss at break even and I would just walk away. I wouldn't even care, to be honest. Longers, I'm rooting for you. Shorters, I'm rooting for you. Bulls, bears, we're all lions. I hope a lot of you guys, if it didn't truly click, that saying that I always say, I hope it's starting to make sense. Bulls, bears, we're all lions. Rooting for each and every one of you guys. Give it up for Houston. Give it up for Cage. And give it up for Mandelo. Have a great night, y'all. I'll see you guys tomorrow bright and early. Can I get a cut?